maybe the one with how we got into the sewer.
Oh, bro, that one was insane. Like, remember like the process it took just to get in the original one. So like
Yeah.
to understand it, basically what originally had happened was we were having this kind of like conversation with one of our friends, who was interested in our church thing, and
Mhm.
basically we afterwards we would like go longboarding, we would go run down places, and then one time we were like, "There's a sewer here," and we're like, "There's a sewer here. This is interesting." And so like for a month, all of us, like me, Colin, and a couple other people, we like had like a whole plan just to get into it. Cause like it was this like little like the way to get in it was interesting. It wasn't like just straight in. I had to like kind of swing down. So like
Hmm.
originally we started off with like putting down like a stick and try to lay it on the, because like the thing is to get in there was like a wet ground, like a pool of sewer water, and
Yeah.
you had to, which was absolutely disgusting. We're like, we're not standing in that. So what we had done is like one time I was like, there's rope in my pocket, like there is sturdy rope in my pocket, and and don't ask where it came from. It was just in my pocket because I have a thing where I just pick up random things and like they end up in my pocket. I don't remember how I get them, but wait, we're blue. Right here, right here, right here. But yeah, so one of our friends, he
Oh
actually
my.
swung down into it. Like oh, that collapsed. So basically, he swung down, and like he went to the nearest manhole that he saw,
Mhm.
and we have a ton of video. We have tons of videos of us being inside, and
Yeah.
it was crazy because like
Cause
it took us
we,
like.
cause we, it was like an entrance into the sewer
Mhm.
from like this little creek place where the excess like sewer water or runoff went to like
Mhm.
Yeah.
feed the grass and like all these bushes
Mhm.
Mhm.
next to the local trail.
Mhm.
So we saw the entrance, and at first, like Josiah said, we were gonna walk in, but then it was like 6 inches of dirty water and stuff, so we weren't trying to do that. Initially, we
Yeah,
threw
ain't no
down
way.
little rocks to see if we could like walk along the
Oh,
rocks, but
bro, I
Mm.
remember that. I
that
remember
didn't
that. I
work,
remember
and it just
that.
splashed all over us, and it was nasty. But then we ended up using Josiah's cord, and we we brought it all
Right, come here.
over.
Oh my God,
Oh my.
look.
Tied we tied the cord to the fence that was like kind of blocking the sewer
Mhm.
place. And then
Mhm.
we dropped in from the top and we put this massive branch that we had found.
Mm.
We essentially wanted our friend to use it as a ladder so that he could hold on to the rope that was attached to the fence and wasn't going to go anywhere, but still kind of walk down on this
Yeah.
big branch
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
That was pretty crazy. And then once
Yeah.
we went in there for like uh we called them checkpoints, but it was really just like every checkpoint was when we saw a manhole above us.
Mm.
Mhm.
So we went 10 manholes deep and then we came back out.
Dude, and what's crazy
Jeez.
is there's like furry crap on the wall too, bro.
What the heck?
It was goofy,
Yeah.
bro. We saw some
What?
goofy like furry stuff. But there
What?
was another time. It's like this one. It wasn't as bad, but it was one of our friends' like it was one of our friends' birthday, and what we were like again. We were like, oh, let's do it again. Let's go into another sewer. So we went to the most. But yeah, it was one of our friends' birthday, and we're like, let's just do it again. And so we went to the one most near to his house. It wasn't as complicated to get in. All we had to do was like hang on a wall and like shimmy over and to get into
Yeah,
it.
we just had to like
But
climb a
Mm.
tree.
dude,
What?
but the goofy thing that happened to me, I was being so dumb. I was trying to scare everybody. There were like a good amount of people. There was like 8 different people there, and like we were all joking around. I went ahead because I wanted to try to scare them. So like I ran ahead, but when I was gonna run back at them. I was running at full speed in the sewer. I hit my head on the top of the sewer and face plant in the water.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
I
so
remember that.
goofy. Cause like I flat out just like I did a goof and I just hit my head on like the top right and I just fell on the. It was so goofy. Cause like, God, yeah, I just like, cause I had another prank in store. So I was like I was watching tutorials like probably a couple weeks before. I made DIY blood.
What?
I made DIY blood. It was fake blood. What I was gonna do is I was gonna go ahead of everybody and smear it on the wall, like on the sewer walls. But the thing is, Goofy,
Bro, that
like,
would have been fire.
dude, me being my goofy looking self, I forgot to bring it. Because my parents were like,
Oh.
I kept going, before I left, I was like, hold up, give me a second. And then I went back and I went back in the car. I was like, hold up, give me a second. And I did it again. I'm like, hold up, give me a second. They said this is the last time. And then that last time I was like, oh, I forgot the blood. And they said, sorry, you can't grab it now. And I'm like, bro. No, because like I was, oh my gosh, because it was actually gonna be spooky because it looked like, because I spilled some, because like when I was making it, I accidentally spilled some, and like it got all over my counter. I had to clean it all up, but it was like really like detail. It looked like actual blood, which was actually pretty spooky, but. What do you got, Joseph? What goofy ass story do you got?
I don't got a really like super long one, but it's kind of funny. So, one day I was like in a pizza party for like I guess getting good grades or something. Oh, they're fun, nice.
Yeah.
And I was with the principal and other students like in a room like towards the office. And then suddenly the teacher gets like a call on the walkie-talkie that like something's going down. And then
Oh
he
gosh.
ran to the cafeteria. I was like, whoa,
Oh
what is going on?
gosh.
And then some girl just showed on like
died
Snapchat.
with 27 emeralds.
Dang.
Wow.
Wait, what happened?
Some girl just showed us on Snapchat that someone's iPad was on fire inside the cafeteria. And it was because they poured chocolate milk on it for some reason. And it was just on fire.
Bro, the
Wait, what?
chalky milk.
Wait, what grade was this? Wait, what grade was this?
Like 9th, I think. Yeah.
Bro.
Bro, freshman year iPad chalky milk incident.
Bro,
was
that's
goofy.
actually, just imagine setting an iPad. You can get a generator, by the way.
Yeah.
Just imagine freshman year. Bro, these freshmen are crazy, bro.
Actually.
Freshmen are crazy. Setting freaking an iPad on fire. Just
That
to
was
putting
what?
chocolate milk.
It was smoking.
That's
bro.
crazy.
It was crazy.
Bro, that's crazy. But, so, like, have I ever told you how my first fight actually went down?
I don't think so.
I think so.
So, I think it was like, it had to be seventh or 8th. It was either 7th or 8th. And it was like when snow, like, you know, Colorado, there's like, the snow is like so dumb. Like the snow is like, the weather in general is so bipolar. So like it snows almost like every freaking Wednesday or whatever. But
Yeah, it's
So-
for context, it's supposed to snow tonight and tomorrow, and the other
Yeah.
day it was like 60 degrees.
I know,
Wow.
like literally, it's so dumb. But continuing, basically what had happened was, it was like me and my friends were having this small snowball fight. We were just joking around it was at a bus stop, and like we were all joking, like laughing with each other, and I threw it at my friend, my music friend actually, Tiber, and so so what happened, I missed, and it hit this I forget what school it was, but this like random kid who was older than me, and he got so pressed, he ran up to me and just started wailing on me.
Oh my.
Dude, it was like I got the crap beaten out of me. Like I'm like, oh, blue here. Oh,
Okay.
but like I'm being like as straightforward as possible. Like I'm not embarrassed. I mean, obviously I was embarrassed, but like I'm not ashamed to like hide it. But I got like destroyed. Like, like, dude, it was like a it was like a ninth grader or something like that against a freaking like seventh grader, and I got clapped because like I got
Golly.
body
Red
slammed.
heading
I
over.
got, all right, I got thrown everywhere. It was crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, I had them. So like I used to live like actually really really close to Joseph, and but like so like one of my childhood memories of like just growing up with him, which is dumb. I remember we were having a sleepover once, and I don't remember the exact context. I think it was like cookies or something, wasn't it? Like wasn't it?
Yes.
I think it was cookies. I remember like that night I ate like a lot of cookies, and then like out of nowhere I just like started vomiting so profusely. And like it was solid chunks too. Like just imagine that.
All on the couch.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh
Bro,
gosh,
what
that
a
was
lard,
goofy.
bruh.
Because wait, actually, I have my webcam right now. Wait, wasn't the couch white?
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of like right behind me right now. So
Oh my
I
gosh.
kind of have like a puke couch behind me.
Oh my.
So, yeah, bro, that was crazy. I
Wait,
remember
so
it was just like,
your house, Josiah?
yeah, it was my old Ohio house. And like
Dang,
Oh,
yeah, and
Ohio house.
down in Ohio, man, because I still have the
Like
couch
Ohio.
right behind me. Like you know the white couch I have. You know the white couch I have, Colin.
Golly.
Yeah.
It's that one. I bet you've sat on it. You sat on a you
Scrump.
sat on
Oh
a
my.
puke couch, my guy. How you feeling?
Scrumptious.
But yeah.
Golly.
Another thing, so in Ohio, I don't know if it's like normal or not, but the thing about my house, like only some areas of that basement were actually carpet. So the stairs weren't actually carpet. They were these like tile things, and they had metal on the corners. And
Dang,
I know
Drip.
it sounds so dumb.
that
I
seems
know
so
that-
safe.
No, wait till you hear what happened. So little old me was a big Toy Story fan. Big Toy Story fan. I loved Pixar, but so what happened was, so like, have you ever like when you were younger, you had like a trash bag, you think, oh yeah, it's like a parachute. Like, have you ever thought about that? So just imagine that with, so like I had these retractable Buzz Lightyear wings. Like I could make them go in and out, and it was like a backpack type of thing. And like, but they had
What a
wings on it.
smello.
So my little goofy ass self was like, okay, hear me out. I'm Buzz Lightyear. So I literally jumped. I jumped and I just whoop, and I went down the stairs. I
Bro.
just,
Yeah.
like I
Hey,
was
yellow, by the way.
like,
I see him.
dude, I was so goofy because like it
Wait,
really
so it
hurt.
was
Obviously.
tile.
So it's like it was like not actually. I don't know how to explain it exactly. It's like plastic tile, not actual like
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
fancy
I think it's
tile.
called laminate.
Yeah. It might have. Oh, yeah. It was like it might have been laminate. Probably was. But yeah, my goofy ass self decided to say like, oh, I'm gonna jump down these stairs, and my silly little self did it, and I learned my lesson. Don't do it with Buzz
crazy.
Lightyear wings. Just do it, just without anything. Just jump down the stairs. Totally worth it.
Big brain.
Just throw yourself down the stairs. It works. But yeah, it was crazy.
I don't know if I told you this one, but like I got my nose slightly broken.
Slightly? How
Yeah,
does that
it was a-
work? Explain.
It was a hair of a fracture. That's what they said.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
hair
slightly
of a
fractured.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. How did that happen? Wait, how did it happen?
Okay. So it was during school, and we were in gym class, and we're playing baseball. Okay. And then
Bruh.
the teacher
Yeah.
needed what's it called? A catcher. They needed a catcher. And then
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
so just like you know Oh wait, I can't say his name, but
Yeah, I
someone,
know,
someone we know,
I know, yeah,
someone we know,
I know.
they volunteered to be capture,
Yep.
be the catcher, and then I said no, I'll be catcher.
So wait, what happened though?
So someone that you know was volunteered to be capture, and I said no, I'll be capture. So I ended up being capture, and
Okay.
then the first kid that was up, he had autism, and that's just that's an important factor because
Okay.
when he swung the bat, he let go at the end, and then it came back. It was a metal bat. That metal bat.
Oh,
It came back.
Oh,
nah.
I got hit
yowza.
right in the nose. I
I'm
saw like white as soon as I got hit. I like went to the
That's
afterlife for a
crazy.
second.
Bro, that's
Bro.
crazy.
Bro got
Yeah.
sent to heaven just for a split second.
Actually, and I like
But
got to my
that's
senses.
crazy.
That's what happened. And then
That's-
everyone's like looking at me. It was outside too.
Gosh, I'm surprised it wasn't worse. If it's only
Yeah.
a slight of a bro, I'm surprised it wasn't like a full-on like
Yeah.
broken nose. So
Right.
the fact, were you concussed at all?
No, luckily. So I just
Dang.
got like the teacher like. So I like put my hand to my nose to see if I was bleeding, and of course I was. um, my teacher
Feel
just
free.
took me to the nurse's office,
Mhm.
and then we got there, called my mom, and then they checked me out, like put ice in my nose. And
Of
then-
course it's ice. Of course it's always ice,
Yeah.
bro. It's always ice.
The next part of this video may be disturbing or uncomfortable to some people. This next story involves an injury to the mouth of someone's tooth. If you don't want to hear this part, skip to this time in the video. This time right here. Viewer discretion is advised. I'll give you guys a warning. This story will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Maybe the one where I lost my front tooth.
What? Well, I mean, obviously I know what happened, but like, how did it happen?
It was just like.
Yellow is exposed. Yellow is exposed.
Oh, okay. We should
I'm,
probably.
I'm
get
rushing
there.
over. I'm rushing.
But basically it was like lunchtime.
Okay.
Basically me and my friends were playing this game called wall ball, where you like throw the ball against the wall, and
Yeah.
then you have to catch it. But if you only touch it, then you have to run up and touch the wall. And
Colin, can you
it's like
find
a
him for me? Wait, sorry.
uh,
Secondary.
yeah. So yeah, we were playing that, and essentially what happened was I was running up to touch the wall, but then my friend like pushed me right as I was about to get to the wall. So then I put out my arms to like block myself from hitting the wall with my face. But then there was like a loose brick that was part of the wall, I guess. So when my arm hit the wall, the brick came loose, obviously, and it like punctured the skin where the funny bone is, and like literally touched my funny bone, and it hurt so much
Oh my.
that I just fell unconscious. And I don't
Yeah,
remember much,
wow.
but
That's actually
it
crazy.
just hurt so much that I fell unconscious and literally just fell face first on the ground. Oh, no.
But
But
what
yeah,
happened
literally
after?
later that day, they called my mom, and apparently they called her and were like, we just need you to come to school. Colin had a little accident.
Just
and,
a little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah, and then they wouldn't tell her, like, the nature of what happened. Like, my mom
Dude,
was like,
that's stupid.
obviously she was scared, as any mom
Yeah.
would be. But luckily she was at home, which our house was only like 2 minutes away from school. Like she hadn't left for work yet. So then she was like, wait, so what happened? And they just wouldn't tell her anything. They were just like,
That's
we just need you to
stupid.
come in and pick
Yeah.
up Colin. So then I literally like I wasn't really even able to walk. Like I was just so distraught, and like I guess something happened with my head when I fell down.
Something snapped to me. Sorry.
So yeah, they had me in a wheelchair, and I was like
Dang.
bloody on my face. Like my whole face was swollen because I had just like done a dead fall into concrete. Oh no, it wasn't even
Ouch.
concrete, it was blacktop.
Ow.
And
Wow.
So yeah, I was basically not even recognizable. Like my I think it was my left eye was like all swollen or whatever, and like my
Oh,
lip
that
of course was
sucks.
super swollen and stuff. So then we went
Wow.
over to the like dentist for like an emergency, like they tried to fix it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And so actually let's backtrack. So when I woke up and there were like literally like 15 kids just staring at me on the ground. I woke up in a
Bro.
pool of my own blood,
Oh
and
my.
there were just
Ah,
shadows of kids
yowza.
watching me. And I was like,
Wow.
bruh, can one of you guys please get a teacher? I'm bleeding right now. And
Yeah,
then
tripping.
they got the nurse or whatever. And then that's when I was in the wheelchair, and then they called my mom. So then once my mom arrived, we had to like go to the dentist. But we had to go to like this special emergency dentist or something.
Mhm.
And
So like,
that's
are you
where I
saying
had
it
to
was
get
like surgery?
yeah.
Okay.
So they had to like tear open my gum. So they had to like
Yeah.
get a knife, split it
Yeah.
open, and then they
Dang.
tried to push the tooth back into my mouth,
Mm.
but
Ooh.
it didn't
That-
work. So
Ah.
then they were like, okay, let's put like braces on it to hold it in place. And like,
Mhm.
let's wait a week, and if the tooth reattaches, then sweet, that'll be epic.
Mhm.
But that never happened. So the tooth was being held in by braces, but then it turned like
Bro.
a dark color. So it had
Ew.
obviously died.
Oh.
Wow.
So then the tooth was dead. And then from there, they just made me have this procedure done like just a few weeks, or it was either like a week or a few days later, where they were
Who
like,
has nothing much on their base, by the way? I'm going over to their treasury.
Alright.
but yeah, so they were like, okay, we're gonna have to have this happen where they would like obviously cut open my mouth and then take out the root of the
Destroyed
tooth.
it, destroyed
So
it, destroyed it. Sorry.
nice, good stuff. So
I'm dead.
essentially what happened was like on impact the tooth broke,
Mhm.
but it didn't break at the base.
Easy.
Actually.
Yeah, so
Yes.
then they had to do this thing called a root canal where
Wow.
because the whole tooth didn't come out, there was still the root of the tooth.
Oh.
So they had to go in and take that out, and then we had to wait for that to like seal
I see him,
up
I see
and,
him.
like,
He's in
heal.
mid, he's in mid. But so you're saying it was like the bottom of the tooth was still stuck in your gum?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty, bro.
Yeah. So then they had to take that out, and then at one point, like it was literally just it was stitches in my mouth.
Ow.
Wow.
GG's.
Easy.
Good game.
Easy.
W.
That's nasty, bro. Did it? Obviously, it had to hurt. Obviously,
Yeah, it was
it had to
crazy.
hurt.
Wow.
Yeah, that first time when they were like trying to shove the tooth back in, like naturally my body literally just does not respond to the right amount of numbing stuff. Like it's super weird. Like my tolerance is like 5 times higher
Wow.
than like the normal amount, but they only gave me like only 2 times as much as I should have gotten when I needed 5 times.
Oh.
And
my.
I felt everything. So what happened was
Oh.
what happened was when they were trying to push it back into my mouth, they literally had to put like the equivalent of a doorstop to quit my jaw from closing. So like in the same way a doorstop holds the door open, like they
Wow.
knew I would
Bro.
hate it, so they had to put this thing in the back of my mouth on both sides.
So you
That
couldn't
way,
shut?
even if I tried to bite down, it wouldn't
Dude.
be able to
Oh
close.
my.
Wow, that is
And, like,
actually
they-
insane.
And at one point, like I was almost gonna get past the doorstop thingies, so they asked my mom to like stand up from her chair or whatever, and she literally had to like keep my mouth open. It was insane.
Like, bro, that's... Bro.
That's crazy,
Wait, how old
actually.
were you again?
Fourth
old?
grade, so I was probably like 10 or something.
Wow.
You told me, didn't
Pretty
you get
silly.
like... Didn't you get like a smoothie
Oh
afterwards?
my yellow!
Yellow.
I see you.
Oh my gosh. But didn't like... You have to get like didn't you get like a smoothie afterwards?
Oh yeah, yeah. We went to
was
Wendy's
you.
and I got a Frosty. It was pretty
W's.
fire, bro.
But yeah, at least you got a smoothie. That's all I'm saying. You got a
Thanks, bro.
smoothie. That's
Wendy's
a
hitting
W of the
different.
day. Wendy's
Yeah,
smoothie. That's a dub.
yeah. So
I
I
see a
had to get
yellow.
like
He's on
eventually
you.
I had to get like 3 shots in my mouth that day because they were putting
Wow.
all the numbing stuff in there. That was pretty
Dead.
L, bro.
Dang, bro.
It was
That's
just a
hurt.
ton of stuff. And then I finally got home at like 12 at night, and this had happened at like 12 in the afternoon at
Wow.
lunchtime or whatever. It was
But so Colin, I think were you actually there that day when I fractured my hand at school? Like it was. Were you there?
I think I was like in class.
Cause it was. So I have this friend, and he sadly moved this year, and so I couldn't. Didn't come back to school this year, but basically, we were playing 1v1 football, and we were doing routes. It's like when it's pretty straightforward. Like there's
If you
one
don't know,
defender.
Google it.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
don't know, Google it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was on defense and I was locking this boy down. Like I was on him. Pause. And basically what happened was I was defending so amazingly. So I ended up swatting the ball, but what
Yo,
ended
so-
up happening I was on defense.
Oh
Super
my!
good. I was
Jeez.
covering super well. And so, like, like, in, like, traffic, like, in parking lots, to prevent, like, car, person fatalities, they have, like,
Oh
these
yeah, like in the
yellow,
entrance of Walmart, there are those pylons.
Yeah.
yeah, there was, like, those yellow
Yeah.
poles, whatever.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
even at Target, there was, like, red balls. That's why I figured out what they were for, which I think is actually pretty cool. I never knew that. But
Yeah.
basically, turned over so fast. Have you ever, like, whipped your body around super fast?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Basically, I turned super fast and my arm was like, it's on my webcam. I swung my arm with it and I smacked my knuckle. Like basically just imagine like punching a wall like 1,000 times.
Concrete.
That's how, like concrete, that's how painful it was because like my hand smacked right against it. And bro, when I'm telling you, when my hand was like swollen, my hand was like a balloon. It was just like, so like, have you ever gotten like throbbing pain? It felt like that,
Yeah.
and it just looked like a freaking balloon. My whole left
Nasty,
hand
bro.
was a freaking balloon. I still blocked the pass though, so I'm like that. So I'm
W.
locked down on D. But yeah, bro, it looked so gnarly when it was like, ugh, looked like a freaking brown balloon. It's goofy.
Hey yo.
Bro. I hope you guys enjoyed the Storytime video. We have many more stories, so let me know in the comments if you want to hear more. Next time, I might tell a couple true, scary stories that me and my family have experienced. Thank you for listening. Have an amazing rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.